Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And we're having coffee in my beautiful Guatemala mug with the beautiful Quetzal bird on it. A reminder that uh, nature interacts with us in so many ways. And guardian animals, birds, totems, all of that. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about elephants and eating elephants. I'm not going to do the card reading. This is a channeled message. What Archangel Michael is the one that came in and showed me first the wings of gold. And here's the truth. I'm not really sure what that's about yet. He's going to come through and explain more about that. Eating elephants and microwave production. Microwave production just came in as I went in and reheated my coffee in the microwave. But I get a little ahead of myself. This is a month of gratitude. Thanksgiving in the US happens here, and it's just a great reminder to be thankful for all of the amazing things we have available to us in life for so many reasons. But there's more to gratitude than that. And the other aspect that is coming in strong right now is self-love. Because, in the Bible, it said, love your neighbor as yourself. Well, uh, most of us don't think very highly of ourselves. So we need to start cultivating that, because the truth is you are the only constant in your entire life. No one else is ever going to be with you the entire time. And so learning to accept yourself, warts and all, for the flaws that you've got, and then learning to alchemize, because you're a wizard as well. We all are. I mean, you're a wizard every time you eat food. Take it in one thing and it comes out another. And in the meantime, it's offered your body all these different aspects. If it's crap food, it's going to offer it some not great aspect. If it's lovely food, it's going to offer it lovely aspects. And so, one of the self-love tools is cleaning up our diet a bit. That doesn't mean dieting. It means offering maybe just one thing a day, something pure, unadulterated, like an organic apple or something along that line. This isn't a nutrition talk, although I can talk on that all day too. So, self-love. I would love for you, as people living in these meat suits. Now it says, just let me digress. It says 7 people are watching. Would you please comment gratitude? Because StreamYard, yes, StreamYard, this platform, says I should be able to see the comments, and there's issues if I can't. And generally, in any reading now, if I'm streaming it, I see one comment, and that is it. So if you're watching, please comment with the word gratitude, unless you have something else you want to say. But back to self-love. So we have been socialized in this society, particularly women, but men too, that, there's this standard we are supposed to be. And acting in that vein, we begin to loathe our bodies, hate our bodies. And as well as I do, those people in life that are just like, oh my God, Barbie just walked in the door. She's this gorgeous woman, blah, 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 and she hates herself. She doesn't love this body, whatever. We all suffer with this, or most of us suffer with it. Let's put it that way. A good majority of us suffer with the self-loathing, dysmorphic identity, meaning we'll look at the body and see something completely not true. But because it's all framed through the eyes of our belief and our emotion about it all. And so in order to change that, we have to start doing things differently. So one thing you can do is a gratitude practice first thing in the morning. And I invite you, because we're specifically talking about self-love and love of body, I would like you to go in and, self-love is in every aspect, but we tend to enact not self-love on the body first, on this physical thing that is not giving us the things that we think we're supposed to have with it. So what is it that you dislike most about the body. And every morning for the next 2 weeks, let's just set a 2-week goal because it's a small goal. That's what eating elephants has to do with, which many of you probably know. But a goal to record and write down on a scrap piece of paper, because you do not need to keep this. The act of writing something makes it far more powerful than if you don't write it. I wanted to show my gorgeous earrings this morning, mainly because my sister made these. She was such a talented lady, and they go so well with my tie. So, what is it that you can be grateful for about your body? And as the mornings progress, I invite you and remind you, you want to stay very present with it. Because once you write down 10 things, and you can write down more, that would be awesome. But once you write down 10 things, you're going to kind of memorize them, and you're going to just start writing them really fast because you've got other things to get to. This is maybe a minute in the effort to shift how you feel about your body. And when you shift how you feel about your body, you'll begin to shift how you think about your body and how you speak about your body. And your body begins to respond, to change, to morph. I don't care how old you are, big changes can still be created in your body, in your physical, about how you're walking through this world. So, what can you be grateful for about your body? And then if you one of the things, if you have a real hard time with that, I had a friend a while back who had, and she's still a friend. We don't work together all the time now, so we don't see each other so much. But um she is an amazing powerhouse. Her aura was so dark with self-hatred. She could not call up anything to be grateful for about herself. And I mean, I could see 20 things, and that's really always been my gift, which is why I do what I do, is I can see in people their amazingness that they cannot see. And so I uh she could not get to things to bring in and call through about herself. And so if you have that issue, even if you don't, this is a really good practice to do a bit of breath work. That can be counting in 3 times, counting out 3 times every breath. Doing that, set a timer on your phone for 2 minutes. That is a calming effect. It's a peaceful way to get into, and then be open, willing, and ready. I need to make a t-shirt with that on it. Susan, I need a t-shirt with that on it. My beautiful friend Susan in Phoenix has Badges R Us, and they do all kinds of printing stuff, and she's done some really lovely printing things for me over the years. So I am open, I'm willing, I'm ready to receive some ideas and more ideas about what my body has done for me in this lifetime, how it has protected me, carried me, brought me through, healed me, any number of things. And you will start to receive, and then I invite you to write those down, because those are going to be the things you get to be grateful for a couple of weeks. And you'll find that things begin to shift in the body. That, along with the daily energy routine, is another great tool. And these are just a couple of them that I'm going to be offering in my live workshop going forward, which is on November 16th at 5 o'clock. If you're interested in that, direct message me with your email, and I will put you on the list for the Zoom link. You will not regret spending that 90 minutes. It's a 2-hour time span. And depending on questions, it could go that long. I'll have 90 minutes or so worth of content, of tools and reasons, and the understandings that you need to really start taking charge of your life in every aspect. But we're specifically talking this self-love. You can't really do anything to its fullest effect if you don't have love for you moving forward. So some of the things in life get very, very overwhelming for us. I know they do for me on more than occasions that I'd like to admit. But if you have certain goals that you're trying to achieve, certain things, and you're just not getting them done, because what happens is overwhelm sets in, and that's where it comes with eating an elephant, eating elephants. How do you eat an elephant? one bite at a time. You take small segments. So that's why I gave you two very small ones this morning to help you begin a practice of learning how to love you and take charge of the life you've been given in a way that brings you into the understanding of your power, and rather than under the circumstances and the need to whine about everything that goes on because you're not happy. And then, as I was heating the coffee this morning, I put my coffee in for 30 seconds, and I looked down at this little holder I have for different spices on my stove, and it had salt and pepper in the bottom of it. And so I took them off, went over and washed that off and dried it, and my coffee wasn't even done yet. And it was like, that's microwave productivity. In less than 30 seconds, I took care of a thing that I could have sat there and gone, yeah, I'll do that later. And then I got to do this and I got to do that. Truth was, that's what showed up for me. That's all I really needed to do right now. And in less than 30 seconds, that got done. Microwave productivity. I invite you to invite that into your space about getting some things done. If you're an entrepreneur and you've got things you need to write, microwave productivity. I only have to spend 5 minutes here. I'm just going to write for 5 minutes. I'm going to I'm going to listen to something, a program I need to listen to for 5 minutes because I'm busy today. Break it down into little chunks, elephant eating chunks, and move on. The wings of gold. I am now inviting Archangel Michael in to talk to us about the wings of gold, because I don't know what he meant by that, other than I can see these beautiful wings of gold. And I have some earrings that I got a while back that are wings of gold. But let's see what Michael has to offer us. Michael is kind of a smartass. Whoa, dudes. I just wanted you to know that each one of you truly has the ability to grow your own wings of gold. Like Victoria said at the very beginning, the only constant in life is you. And when you start really understanding how amazing you are, how the circumstances have conspired together to shape you into who you are at this very moment, and that it is never, ever, ever too late to begin, because each day is totally new with no mistakes in it. There was a young girl, Anne of Green Gables, that said that so many years ago. It is so true. Every moment of every day is a chance to start new. The mistakes of the past are just dreams. They're not there anymore. The only thing that keeps them in your present is your revisitation to it. The future, although seems scary, is, for many of you right now, you can guarantee every generation in the past has had that same feeling that the future is a scary place. Right now, there's so much technology in play that you keep getting bombarded with all the reasons to be fearful in this lifetime. And it is a slippery slope if you want to keep entertaining those to any degree in your life. So choose to see yourself with wings of gold as the undertaker of the architect for your life moving forward. Your past does inform your future. And I don't know if you know this, but you can change your past by changing your perception of it. And that's a whole other story. For now, I want you to picture, and I want you to ask for the awareness. Victoria teaches that mindset of open, willing, ready, guide me so I can come in and help you. Gabriel can, Raphael, Christ, all of us are willing to come in and help you. And you've got your own set of personal guides and companions that will come in and make you aware of today. How many gold things do you see moving forward? How many wings show up for you? What about feathers? All of those are going to be reminders that you have wings of gold too, and you're growing a new set, because with every time you have beat yourself up, you've clipped your wings. Don't you think it's time to soar? The world really needs you to show up in your wings of gold. Thank you, Michael. A powerful message moving forward. I've got comments here that I have to put my glasses on. Ethel Lord. Thank you, Ethel. It's all about moving one stone at a time. Exactly. How do you build a stone fence? One stone at a time. Michael is the strongest, can help me with the transactional dementia intelligence at International Caregivers Association. Oh, I love that, Ethel. Thank you so much for uh, publishing that. That is near and dear to my heart. Nurse here that worked with dementia for quite a few years, and my mother had dementia. She had Wernicke-Korsakoff's, which is alcoholic dementia, but it became a focus and choosing, again, the tools that I give you for your body are going to help you in every aspect. So once again, I invite you to join me for the live on November 16th at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Message me your email and I will put you on that list, and I'm going to give you a bunch of tools and ways to move forward to really begin creating the life you want to live in and creating less of what you don't want in that life. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Victoria Savage. I'm honored you've been here today. I'm Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.